They would like to know what is their chosen path for this life, as in their mission and their life path, that most best aligns with their soul's choosing.
Okay. Could you say the name again
Uh,
or
it's one
spell
of
it?
your friends, Kelvin. Uh,
Kevin? Oh, Kevin.
Kevin. Sorry,
Kevin.
and again to anyone in the chat, I know I've recognized your names before, but just please just put your name and pronoun and year of birth just so can have it at hand. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so Kelvin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so Kevin is like a generator. So he's here. He actually very quickly can create energy, process energy, and then send energy out. So he works like a generator. So that's kind of his main like big overall purpose is kind of that's how he's going to have a lot of ideas. He's going to have a lot of things that he wants to create. And then people are going to say, slow down, pick one. No, that's not the right path for him. He has to follow his intuition, which is his higher self, and he can do many things at one time. So the more he does things or creates things or has ideas for things, the more he's like a generator. So the more the information comes in, he processes it and puts it back out, the more he receives. So he actually works at a high caliber energy. So the more information comes in, he can process it and then brings it out into the world, the more will come in. So he never has to worry if he's going to come out of like being tired or not having uh, ideas come through. They will always come through as long as that flow is coming through. So as a generator, think of like the energy comes in, comes through his body, the energy comes from his higher self and the messages, and then comes through his body and then out into the world. And the more he's in that flow state, so he's not listening to interference because they're going to say, oh, well, pick one thing or do one thing. That's not his path. His path is when his higher self speaks to the information comes through his body and he generates it, he processes it, and then he can produce it. So if that means he has 10 things that he's doing, he can do 10 things that he wants to do. He can do that. That's his makeup. That's his um, purpose. And so the more that he's not interfered with, then the more flow there will be, and then it'll be easier for him. So, but if because he's young now, he's young still, there's going to be that preciousness of this easy in this flow state, when he's in school, but then when he's out of school, there could be pressure around him, pick one thing or do this, or that's not his path. So his path is to do many things and to bring in the ideas of his higher self and then to bring them out into the world. And he's not ever going to be in a shortage of ideas because that's his path. And he knows how to do this. This is like high caliber work, but he knows how to do it and he's practiced it many, many times. And so the big thing is to not be interfered with. So even if they mean well, even if they are for his, best good, his best good is to go with his natural state of being, which is like to generate energy. So to receive energy from his higher self, to process it through his being, and then to bring it back out into the world. And, some of his ideas, he's going to think, whoa, like, why? This is wild, but maybe, maybe today, but maybe in 5 years, it won't be wild. Right. So that's kind of ideas he's going to be getting. So be open. The more open, and then bringing them in and wondering, okay, I'm receiving it. Okay, I wonder, process it and then bring it out into the world in some way. Even if he just speaks it, he doesn't have to create it all. Yeah, and then we're just releasing for him. So just releasing. We're just releasing judgments and we're going to release the flow. We're just aligning his flow state. So that's all the energy centers. So some people call them chakras, but they're energy centers. And so we're just clearing the energy centers And his third eye is very activated. So we're just going to clear the interference for the third eye because that's where the visions are going to come in and, you know, and just for him to remember, he knows how to do this. This is going to feel, this flow state for him will feel natural. Stopping it, picking one thing, that actually will cause him a lot of heartbreak, strife, or I want to use that word, strife. It'll cause him a lot of strife and stress. So we're just clearing his energy centers, kind of give him a like a head start. We're just going to clear, but this can be for anybody. So just clearing all the energy centers. They should be spiraling kind of like this. So, and each energy center. So the chakras, so the root chakra is the number 1, sacral number 2, solar plexus where the ribs meet, number 3. And that one seems okay. The heart, number 4, the center of the chest. The throat chakra is center of the throat. That one's needing clearing. It's hard because he's a young man. So it's like um, just because you're young doesn't mean your soul's young, right? His frequency is a high frequency. So just because he's in a young body and on this earth now doesn't mean he's young necessarily. It's not naive. We're just clearing the throat and the shoulders, especially the right shoulder. Lots of cramping on the computer. Just releasing the shoulders, the throat, and then now the third eye. I've been working on the third eye for him. So clearing the third eye, that will feel a lot better for him actually now because there was like a filter, like a pressure. Now we just opened it up. So it should all just be open and flowing. And then just the portal is always through the heart. So when you connect to your higher self through the heart. And then the crown chakra, we're just securing the crown chakra. So there's always the tendency to go out of the body. But in this work, we're embodied in the body, deep in the body, like what Eckhart Tolle says, the deep eye through the heart. That's the higher self. And that's the kind of divine intelligence. And that's what you want to tap into because then you have real access to information. Okay, so yeah, he looks a lot clearer now to us. He looks like flow state. We're fixing his posture. And deep breath in and out. And just let it land. And then connected to Gaia. Gaia is the new earth. So anything above 5D, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9D. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Kevin.